But I don't think Deji's ever been touched in the way that I'm gonna touch him.
What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about the fight coming up on September 10th, Anisong Gibb versus Austin Mcbroom. Coming off the back of the Misfits boxing event, which was probably the best YouTube boxing event to date, watching KSI take on two people in one night and seeing Deji finally shock the world and absolutely destroying Fusi has gotten me so hyped for Austin v Gibb coming up shortly. Honestly, what a king, I'm so proud of him. And in this video, I will explain why I think Big Gibber will clark Austin Mcboomer on September 10th. Let's get it. I really love Gibb. I think he's really funny.
I took all your fucking snacks. There's not one snack left. I took them all. All of your snacks are gone. Enjoy your shit trip on my Coke! My Coke!
He's probably my favourite YouTube boxer in a way that whenever he has a fight coming up, I'm always so gassed for it and I can't help but to watch it. He's such a showman as well and seems like he has a real passion for this YouTube boxing thing. I really hope he wins this fight. First, let's look at the two fighters' history. Let's start with Gibb. He had two amateur fights back in 2018 which he won pretty comfortably, but then as we all know he lost his pro debut against Jake Paul pretty badly by first round stoppage. Simply, Jake was just on another level to Gibb at that point, and I think evidently from that fight it looked like Gibb struggles to take a punch, more specifically with 10-ounce gloves in a pro setting, so that could be a big advantage for Austin, but we'll talk more about that later. Then in June 2021 on Austin Mcbroom's event, Big Gibber got his redemption against Taylor Holdsballs, where he dominated the full 5 rounds and showed major improvements from his last performance. It's this version of Gibb that I'll be looking at and deciding who wins against him and Austin. In this fight, Gibb showed major improvements in his technique. He had unbelievable cardio, he didn't slow down at any point in that fight, and had really good footwork and accuracy. So that was Gibb's record. Now let's look at Austin. Well, Austin has only had one previous fight against Canelo Alvarez himself, Bryce Hall.
Champ incoming!
I'm Superman. I'm 21. I'm at my prime right now. Look at me.
Act opposite.
Teeing off.
I'm gonna knock out Austin because I'm an actual fighter, and
I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. I've never claimed to be a fighter.
I am a fighter.
Austin definitely doesn't have a run as good as Gibb, and Gibb definitely has had better competition. But nonetheless, I think Austin had good technique, decent power to bust Bryce's face early, and solid footwork. But that was Austin's first fight, and it was also 15 months ago. And for a first fight in the YouTube boxing scene, that was a pretty good showing. If you compare it to Gibb's first fight, then you can tell Austin is way better naturally. It shows that Austin is very naturally gifted and is making fast progress in the sport, which worries me because how much has he improved in the 15 months since then? Austin might not have as good technique as Gibb or have the experience that he has, but watching him fight, he fights very wild and seems to swing with his punches, very similar to KSI. I think he does share that dog mentality that KSI has. Watching the face-to-face that they've done, it seems to me that Gibb's plan is to come forward, add the pressure and outbox him, like he did against Taylor, while Austin is looking on landing power punches, hoping Gibb will run into one with his constant pressure and stop him like that. I've seen some pictures of Gibb's body transformation and he looks huge. He looks in the best shape of his life and put on some serious weight, and I know that will do a lot for his power. But it worries me that that might have affected his speed because looking at Austin on the pads, he does have pretty quick hands. I'd say even quicker than Gibb's. That leads me on to my biggest concern about this fight. How is Gibb's ability to take a punch? Because as we all know, Gibb did not do well wearing 10-ounce gloves against Jake Paul. That might be Gibb's biggest weakness in the ring, his ability to take punches. For his redemption fight against Taylor Holder, it was 16-ounce gloves and Gibb had a big weight advantage, so that wasn't really a problem there. But now he's back to 10 ounces, and Austin does swing hard and put a lot into his punches, so that is my biggest worry for Gibb going into this fight. The main reason I think Gibb will win is because of his discipline. He looks like he's training hard. He's posted some training videos and looks like he really wants this. Meanwhile, Austin not so much. So, my final prediction. I see the first few rounds being very scrappy and an all-out war. This is the first time Austin is up against someone who's actually going to throw back and knows how to box, and I think Gibb will have to deal with a lot of punishment early on. We're going to truly see if Gibb has that heart and chin that he needs to win this fight. And after all that, after those first couple rounds, I just see it going all wrong for Austin. I honestly think he gasses himself out trying to keep up with Gibbs' pace, and I see Gibbs stopping him in the 4th or 5th round. I think Gibb wins this in knockout fashion. I'm favouring him in this fight due to his more experience, better technique and determination to win, and I really hope that happens. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this fight in the comments and tell me who you think will win. And if you did enjoy this video and want to see more content like this, then I would really appreciate if you subscribed. It would mean so much to me. And I know I haven't been that active lately. I haven't uploaded in about a year and a half. You're probably thinking, who the fuck is this guy? But I do plan on uploading much more consistently in the future. Thanks for watching, everyone.